Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Heartfelt Crochets by Darlene. Are you ready to crochet a placemat? I am. The day before yesterday, we crocheted this cute little pumpkin coaster. And about a month ago, we crocheted this pumpkin. Today, we are going to be crocheting this beautiful placemat. So it's a set of 3, and I will put up right here. See? Isn't it nice? And over here, I put plates and a cup on it, and I think it's really cute. And I am excited to make the placemat today. So if you want to join me, let's go ahead and crochet it together. If you are a beginner, this is a pretty easy pattern, I gotta say. And I think that you'll be really, really pleased to show this off. Okay. All right. So now let's go ahead and crochet the placemat. Okay. So what we are going to need today for this pumpkin placemat is a 5mm hook, a pair of scissors, and a darning needle. And just as like with the pumpkin and the coaster, we are using Red Heart Super Saver yarn. You can just buy it at Walmart or anywhere, really. It's the most popular yarn there is. And this is in the color Aran, and this is in the color medium Thyme. We are going to begin with the color Aran. I'm going to set those aside. All right, so we are going to begin with a magic ring. I like to tighten up mine just a little bit ahead of time. And we are going to chain 2. And then we are going to crochet 17 double crochets. We're starting off the same way as we did with our coaster. Okay, come on, get that tail out of the way there. Now, in the coaster Crochet With Me tutorial, I had mentioned fall colors, and that I actually think that I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make another pumpkin in the color red and orange and green, and I'm going to do the same thing with the coasters and the placemats. And I think that's going to make a really colorful Thanksgiving table. All right, so I lost my count. I'm going to go ahead and count this real quick. Now, this initial chain at the beginning counts as 1 double crochet. So with the 17 double crochets, we're going to have a total of 18. So I'm going to count this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 4 more. If you get a little tight, just kind of pull it a little bit, push it over, make yourself a little bit more room. Okay, so, whoop, yeah. There's 1, and 2, 3, and 1 more, for a total of 18. And then we're going to go ahead and slip stitch to the top of the first double crochet. Now let's pull our circle really tight. Okay, there we go. Now if you want, let's go ahead and do that, because this is just going to be in the way and it's going to bother me. So I'm going to go ahead and weave this in now. And we're just going to go ahead and we're going to tuck it under. See all these things right here? We're just going to tuck it under there. It's a little tight, isn't it? Okay. All right. And then come back the other way. Skip over the one that you're coming out of, because if you just go back into the same way, you're just going to take out what you just did. Okay. And let's snip that. And we got that right out of the way, right off the bat. All right. So for row 2, we are going to chain 2. And then we are going to double crochet in this same space. Then we are going to crochet 2 double crochets in the next space. And we are going to repeat that all the way around, increasing by placing 2 double crochets in each stitch. If I am crocheting too fast because you're a beginner and you're trying to look at what I'm doing, there's a little settings wheel down in the right hand corner of the video that you can click on and slow it down. But I'm going to go ahead right now and I'm going to show you in slow-mo the double crochet. Okay, so you're going to yarn over and you're going to insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. We'll do it one more time. Yarn over, which means yarn over your hook, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through and pull up a loop. That's 3. Yarn over, pull through 2. That leaves 2. Yarn over and pull through those 2. That's a double crochet. Okay, so this is all we're doing throughout this whole pattern is double crochets. So if you need, you can just pause or slow down the video to... Now see, look at that. I was talking and I just didn't do the increase. So just pull it out. And fix it. That's what I love about crocheting. I mean, you can make a mistake and then just frog it, you know, rip it out. And with knitting, you can't do that. With knitting, it's like, uh-oh, I'm in big trouble. That's why I love to crochet, because I get talking and I mess up sometimes. All right, so for row 3, we are going to chain 2, excuse me. Then we are going to double crochet in the same space. And then we are going to only double crochet 1 in the next space. And then we are going to increase, so 2 double crochets in the next space. And then only 1 double crochet in the next. And 2 double crochet in the next. So this is what we're doing this round, all the way around. Just 1 and then 2. So if you want to go ahead and complete this row, take your time, pause the video, and come back when you're done. And I'll see you when I'm done. Alright, so when you get to the last 2 stitches, we are going to double crochet in the next stitch, And then it's going to end up looking like you have 2 double crochets and 2 double crochets. Doesn't quite match up, and it's not going to, no matter how you change the amount of stitches. So just go ahead and crochet 2 double crochets in that last stitch, and then join to the top of the first double crochet. Now you should have 50 double crochets when you are finished this round. All right, so now for round 4, again, chain 2, double crochet in the same space. Now this time we are going to 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Then increase by crocheting 2 double crochets in this next stitch, and then 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then an increase, which is 2 double crochets in the next stitch. Okay, so it's 2, then 2 singles, and then an increase, 2 singles, an increase, and we're going to repeat that all the way around, and I will meet you back at the end. Okay, so when you get to the last 3 stitches, again, it's not going to match up, so we are going to 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then 2 double crochet in the last stitch, and join with a slip stitch to the top of the double crochet. Now you're going to notice that you might be curling just a little bit, and just like with the granny square, if you were to wet your placemat when you're finished and pin it to block it, then it would lay flat all the time. So for round 5, again, chain 2, and this time it's the same thing, only we are going to double crochet in the same space, and then 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches, and then an increase of 2 double crochets in the next stitch, and then 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches, and increase in the next stitch, so you started off with 2 double crochets and then 1 single in the next 3, and then an increase, and then 3 singles and an increase, and repeat that all the way around. And in this last row, I failed to mention that you should have 66 double crochets, and in this next row here, when you are finished, you should have 82 double crochets. So go ahead, finish this round, and I'll meet you at the end. We are at the last 4, and again it's the same. It's 1 double crochet in these 3, and then in the last one is going to be an increase. So 1, and then 1 in the next, 1 in the next, and 2 double crochets in the last stitch. And join with a slip stitch to the top of the first double crochet. And like I said, you should have 82 double crochets in this round. Now for the next round, it is the same thing as all the previous rows, adding another double crochet. So it is chain 2, double crochet in the same space, 1 double crochet in the next 4 spaces, stitches, and then an increase of 2 double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, and then 1 double crochet in the next 4 stitches. And in the next stitch, 2 double crochet increase. Repeat that all the way around, and at the end you should have 98 double crochets, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, same thing, 1 and 1, and then in the last stitch, increase 2 double crochets, join to the top of the double crochet. Now for round 7, this is the last row of increasing. So we are going to chain 2 and double crochet in the same space, and then 1 double crochet in the next 5 stitches. Increase 2 double crochets in the next stitch, 1 double crochet in the next 5 stitches, and 2 double crochets in the next stitch. So our initial 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 crochet in the next 5 stitches, increase, 1 crochet in the next 5 stitches, and increase, and again. So you're going to need to block it, because as we're holding it and we're working it, we're scrunching it up so it wants to stay in that ruffle. So go ahead and repeat. At the end you should have 114 double crochets, and I'll meet you at the end and we'll do the last final row. And again at the end of this row we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double crochets, and then 2 double crochets in the last stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 double crochets in the last stitch. You should have 114 double crochet joined with a slip stitch to the top of the first double crochet. Now for this very last row, this is how we are going to shape it into a pumpkin. So we are going to slip stitch in this next stitch. And then in the next stitch we're going to single crochet in the next stitch, half, double crochet, and then we're going to double crochet 50. Once you have double crocheted in 50 stitches, I'll meet you back here. Okay, I just finished my 50 double crochets in the 50 stitches, and now we are going to half double crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, slip stitch in the next 2 stitches, single crochet in the next stitch, half double crochet in the next stitch, and then double crochet in the next 51 stitches. Go ahead and do the 51 double crochets, and I will meet you at the end of that. Okay, so I have crocheted my 51 double crochets on this side, and now we are going to half double crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, and then slip stitch in the next stitch, chain 1, cut our yarn, pull through, and let's weave in that end before we make our stem. Okay. Don't forget to comment and let me know how your placemat came out, and go ahead and, if you haven't already, watch the tutorial on the pumpkin and the coaster, and have yourself a cute little pumpkin set for your fall decorations this year. Now I'm just weaving this in and out randomly. Going to go down a little ways and then back up. Make it nice and secure so it doesn't end up coming apart on you. And you can wash these too, because this is an acrylic yarn and it washes nicely. Okay. And we'll go down just a little bit more. If you haven't joined my YouTube community yet, excuse me, please do so by hitting the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified of upcoming videos. Now, if you don't watch my videos regularly, I'm going to come back up the other way now, you won't get notified. So make sure that you come back and watch some of my videos so that you remain in the algorithm and you'll be notified of my upcoming videos. Okay, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoy this video. So go ahead and trim off that yarn. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I have a frog in my throat. So there is the placemat, and you can see where we have created little curves for the pumpkin. Now, like I mentioned before, wet this and then block it. If you don't have a crafter's block, you can use just a towel, okay, and then just use safety pins, straighten it out, pin it till it dries, and it will end up laying flat. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and make the stem. Now we're gonna grab our medium Thyme colored yarn, And we are going to insert, you can see where the 2 center slip stitches are, so we're going to insert in the right center stitch, and we are going to pull through. Now we are going to be crocheting a foundation chain. Okay, so the first couple of stitches are going to be quite tricky. All right, so make sure that you hold this yarn tail down in the back so it doesn't pull through. And now you're going to chain 2. So 1 and 2. And then you are going to go back into this first one and into the back. Pull through. Make sure you hold that tight. Pull through 1. Oh, my stupid phone. And then pull through the 2. Now see, that loosened up a little bit, so just hold that snug like I said. Now we are going to insert our hook under the front loop and then under this back loop here. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 1, and then yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to do that 5 more times. So under this front loop and then under that back loop. Yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 1 loop. Yarn over, pull through both. Okay, I'm going to do that again. Under the front loop and under the back loop. Yarn over, pull through 1 and pull through 2. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do that 3 more times. And 1 more time. Oop. Okay. So now we are going to just turn it a little bit. And now this is our chain and this is our single crochets. So it's a foundation chain. It's single crochets and a chain all at once. So when we turn it, now we have our single crochet stitches, and we are going to crochet single crochets down each one of those stitches. We're going to skip this first one here and single crochet, and then single crochet in the next stitch. Now we are going to decrease in these next 2 stitches. So insert your hook and pull up a loop, and then insert your hook into the next stitch and pull up a loop. Oh, come on. Then yarn over and pull through all 3. Okay. And that leaves us 2 more stitches here. So we are going to single crochet in those 2 stitches. Okay, let's pull that tight again back there. Now we are going to slip stitch in this next stitch right near where we had joined that yarn. And then we are going to chain 1 and cut that yarn and pull through. Now what that decrease did was give us a little bit of a bend in the stem. So give that a pull, flip it over, and we are going to just slide our hook underneath this little stitch right here and grab a hold of this tail and pull it down through. Now make a slip knot, which is put your left yarn over your right yarn, right strand, and flip it under. And then the right, cross it over the left, and tuck it under. And that's a square knot. We're going to do it just one more time. Left, crossed over the right, tuck it under, just for extra security. Now let's cut these the same length. And thread our yarn needle. And we are going to feed this up the stem. Now don't forget, if you want to crochet the pumpkin and the coaster, if you haven't done that already, I'm going to be linking that in the description box, as well as at the very end of this video. Okay, so just weave it right up through. Okay, and then come back down the other way. Please comment and let me know what color you made your set in and how they came out, if you liked this pattern. Let me know what you have crocheting for other decorations as well, for the fall and for the holidays. I am interested. All right. I enjoyed crocheting with you today. Till next time. Bye!